Welcome to the Hilton Performing Arts Center Box Office Team Meeting on September 9th, 2023. We will be going over the following agenda topics: box office changes, transitions, what's new, season updates, reminders and refreshers, and questions and answers. So let's talk about box office changes. As we all know, Jeremy has departed the box office and is on to greener pastures. And with that, Brittany and Karen are going to be stepping into more of the managerial role and assisting with the transition. While this transition is happening, Brittany spoke with Dave to kind of get his philosophy on how he wants to see the box office move forward. And with that, here are the key items he wants us to focus on as box office team. He wants us to focus on selling tickets. That should be first and foremost. Focus on our customer service skills. Focus on our community and our ticket box office staff and how we interact with one another, and focus on the box office in general. Transitions. This PowerPoint discusses Dave's role, Brittany's role, and Karen's role, and gives you a few items that they'll be working on through this period. So let's talk about Dave's role. Dave will now be approving your timesheets and hours. So please be sure when you submit your time, you submit it on time and submit it correctly. He will not be, I repeat, will not be making changes or edits as Jeremy used to do. He will just be reviewing the timesheet and approving it. If you've missed your time and hours or did not put in time and hours, you will have to put it on the next time period. Make sure you do that, or make a note and let Karen and Brittany know of the update and changes that need to happen and add it to your timesheet in the binder. But reminder, do not add a note or comment on your Patriot GMU sheet for the missed time. Just add it to your binder. So what's Brittany's role? Well, Brittany is taking on Jeremy's position through this transition period. And let's give a reasonable time frame that what we've gotten from upper management. The position looks like it's already been posted. The position closes at the end of September. They are looking to do interviews and hiring in October, and possibly the new position or new ticket office manager will begin in November, possibly starting in December. So with that, in the next few months, Brittany and Karen will be taking more of a managerial role and stepping into Jeremy's shoes. Brittany's schedule should remain or may remain Tuesday through Saturday 10 to 6, but it may vary from time to time to fill in some gaps as if and when needed. Brittany will stick to working majority of the shows as the main lead, but will ask leads and Karen to assist with other performances she may not be able to attend or have not scheduled for, and asking for leads to open and close the building. That's my plan. Karen's role. Karen is assisting with Brittany with her new workload. She'll be doing some of our scheduling, some of the creating events and admin work, and point of contact for some of our group sales. However, when she is in the office, we ask that if she's in here with Brittany or by herself, that she be your main point of contact for questions or concerns. But don't forget to also go to leads first prior to going to Karen. Karen will assist with vouchers and packages for vendors and companies, and her duties may increase with this new transition that may cause her to be back in the office more compared to in the front-facing roles with the ticket sellers and lead. Please be patient while we transition and try to divvy out our roles amongst one another, but we ask that you please go to leads first if you have questions, then Karen second, and Brittany third. If Karen is not in the office, then please go to a lead and then Brittany. So what's new? Yep, you read it. We're hiring new sellers in September. We are looking to hire 1 to 2 people before our season opens and have them ready to go by the end of September possibly. So if you know anyone that may be interested in the position, send them our way. We're also looking for merchandisers and preferably from leads that would be interested in extra hours or working different shifts. If this is something of interest to you, please reach out to Brittany or Karen about this opportunity. And by the end of the month, we should be having a new phone system come soon. It's called Vantage or Vantage phone system. Possibly the timeline will be at the end of September, and who knows, maybe we'll even get headphones or headsets. But be on the lookout. Updates for 23-24 season. Important to know, Mason student tickets are granted 1 ticket per Hilton Presents show that is specific to the student calendar. Please, when you have a chance, check out your station and check out the student fall calendar to see what performances Mason students can get free tickets to. We ask that if they are a George Mason student to please go on to mason360.com. Click on the link. Go there and register so we can have an accurate head count of who is going to get free tickets for that show. We are also including with that student home codes for ticket sellers and leads to have access to that in case if there are walk-ups or phone calls. However, the hold code will only be available for ticket sellers and leads 2 Tuesdays before the show. We say that as 2 Tuesdays is the time students are available and able to get tickets for the free shows. But keep in mind, make sure that it is the correct show that they're allowed to get a free ticket for. Moving on to Prince William County Schools, Manassas Park School System, and City of Manassas, a flyer went out by Marit Majeski, our education coordinator, to certain schools offering them free coupons or free tickets with a code for specific events. There is a limited quantity. We ask if you get these codes, which are FH for PW, FH for MP, or FH for M, to please check the buyer type, check the show, and check the poster that will be on the back station where your time folder binder is. This will help determine what shows are eligible for it and who can receive it. Once the limited quantity has been filled, this buyer type and code will no longer be accessible. Keep in mind, it's only given to certain school systems, and not everyone will have access to this code. If you still have questions about this coupon code, please know that you can reach out to a ticket lead or supervisor for further assistance regarding this promotion. Moving on to $15 student group tickets. Yes, more group student tickets. This again was presented by Marit Majeski, our education coordinator, but also marketing as well. This flyer again is attached in the same area as the FH FUR. This flyer discusses that if groups of students of 10 or more with an accompanied adult attend a certain show of a Hilton Presents manner, they can get $15 tickets for the entirety of the group. Keep in mind again, only available for certain events, and the flyer is in the back for you to view. Please view it at your own time to see if they qualify. If you have questions regarding if this is a student group, or they're not sure about making the payment, or not sure about their group size, please pass it along to Karen or Brittany to discuss with the patron and get further information. We're happy to assist with anything that you may need or questions regarding these new student ticket updates that are occurring this season. But be sure to get as much information and details as possible so when we reach back out to the customer or group, we can assist them with the best that we can. Moving forward, ADA and exchanges and credits. And hi, there's Sarah and our Christmas gals doing a Christmas carol for the Nutcracker, bringing a little joy to everyone every day. So let's talk about it. These are going to be the things that are going to happen throughout the season that we want to make you aware of, but also provide refreshers and things that we're adding into the system and processes. Specifically, ADA exchanges and credits. For ADA, we ask that you again fill out the form as necessary. Try to grab as much information as possible, but do not pry. Do not ask too many straightforward questions, but may ask how can we accommodate you to the patron or accommodate your needs while you're here at the performance to see if you can get a little bit more information for the patron. While doing that and filling out the paperwork, we also ask that you put in a note in the account credit. This note will help other sellers or leads or management be aware of the accommodations we are providing for the patron in case one of the following. We might lose the ADA forms, or they're a return or repeat customer and they wish not to continue to repeat their ADA needs as they feel they've already addressed it with us. Or maybe we forgot to mention it and we made a note in their account and it's good to check. Something to kind of help along the way to make it easier for all of us. In regards to exchanges, we ask that if you're doing a subscriber exchange, as we go back to normal, please make a note in the account and let us know what you're making the note of. Keep in mind, exchanges are only made necessary for the company to company, or show to show. They cannot be transferred or used to different companies or different shows, but if you have questions, please reach out to your management team or leads. If you are doing a subscriber exchange, please leave a note under the subscriber account notifying what tickets you exchanged them to so that we can make a mental note in their file folder and we are prepared and know what's going on. If you do not remember, don't fret. We can work with it and we can make notes at a later date. Moving forward, let's talk about credits. Account credits. Fun. No, they're not. Account credits are only issued for Hilton subscribers only. Please do not issue account credits for other patrons or single cell patrons as they don't get this benefit. Only Hilton subscribers can get account credit if they choose not to use their exchange or have a show they want to exchange it into. But take note, the account credits need to be used prior to the end of the season. If they are not used on the final show, it will be donated back to the building. It's also good to let customers know and patrons know that that's the potential outcome if they choose not to use their account credits immediately. Or a happy medium is sometimes we let them know or put the account credits in a show that's further out to give them plenty of time. But let's not dive that deep into that. Moving on to the next one, Usher Comp tickets. Ushers are going to be working directly with Tori to get their Usher Comp tickets. They will no longer be going to the box office to get their tickets. They will need to work with Tori directly to receive it. But here's the new change. Tori will be sending us an email or a list of the approved ushers that get comp tickets for a specific event a week before the event occurs. They do not get to pick out their seats, they just select a seat preference. We, the box office, will fill the order or request to the best of our abilities, and we will put the tickets in will call. They will not be able to come up to the box office and make or change their seating request. They will need to go to Tori directly. Ushers cannot also walk in during a show, before a show, or during their shift to ask for Usher Comp tickets. They will need to address any Usher concerns directly to Tori. We will no longer have a hand in those tickets, which is what a sweet relief that is to us. Let's talk forward holiday time. The week of Thanksgiving, we are open from Friday to Sunday. So, we know how that might be a busy time for all. But if you're busy or you know that you may be out of town, please let us know ahead of time so we can ensure that we schedule you on the appropriate days, as we do get very busy after Thanksgiving. Please note we are open until December 23rd, the last Nutcracker that we have, and let's get ready for a holiday potluck that will come in December. Moving forward, tickets.com. So let's talk about the big bad wolf of the building, patron issues with tickets.com. I think we've all seen a common theme of patron issues that happen, and that tends to be login issues, or resetting of passwords, or creating a login. Unfortunately, we don't have the ability to fix that. So, what can we do? We can assist them with helping them with their sale over the phone. We could put their tickets in a will call. We can also try to help with the sale in a different manner, or ask them to come in and reassure them that we understand their grievances and we'll do the best we can to ensure that they have a pleasant experience. Keep in mind, tickets.com no longer has a help desk or a call center for patrons to communicate while trying to get their tickets or logins issues sorted. They will just have to start or reset a password. For now. Tickets being emailed. If a patron requests to have their tickets emailed, they will have to create a tickets.com login to open their emailed tickets. They will no longer become an attachment or a hyperlink for them to click on. We like to say that it's a way to protect their security and privacy, and it provides an account for them to have access to their tickets in case they want future events. However, we've also noticed it may be better not to say that they're getting them emailed, so that students or patrons don't have to worry about the hassle of having to deal with login issues that come about when creating tickets via email. But your choice. And finally, remembering and reminding that we are not doing ticket forwarding this season. We have removed them from majority of our events. We will go through again one more time to ensure it that patrons cannot forward tickets to family members or friends. They must directly send their tickets to the person in the account. We can put their tickets in a will call and address it to another name, but forwarding tickets, we do not. One of my all-time favorite pictures with Karen. Let's think about refreshers and reminders. We ask that you familiarize yourself with 24GP. Check the internal synopsis. We do updates on run times, potential discount codes, any additional information that might be helpful for you while you're selling a ticket. But also familiarize yourself with maybe additional shows that might have been added that you weren't fully aware of. Maybe some shows that have been canceled. Maybe some shows that might be available until a specific date. Every time you work a shift, type in *24GP, look through it, get yourself familiar, point out some keywords, and get comfortable with knowing what's happening at the Hilton, and even try to do *24GM to get comfortable with Center for the Arts. Dress attire. We are on and on. We are back on of doing business casual on office days. So, we are the first facing people that will come in. With more people coming into our building after the summer season, let's make sure that we are wearing appropriate things that show us to be professionals. As we like to say, professional on the top, party on the bottom. For show days or days that have events going on in the building where they use the entire building, we ask that you wear purple polos and black pants, khaki pants, or blue jeans. I will specifically send an email if it's an event that's not a show or something we're ticketing, if we decide to change the attire or wear specific attire. Check out our box office website called the Ticket Tornadoes. tickettornadoes.weebly.com. Every Wednesday, I make a quick update on what's going on in the box office, or things we've learned, or shout-outs, or celebrations, or salutations on that website to keep everyone afloat. It will give a runtime. It will give your most available schedule. It will also give you some helpful training tools and resources to use, links to some of our resident art partners, but also to our sister company CFA, and their helpful training tools that we use to help with our staff as well. Check it out every Wednesday. We make a quick update. Is there any questions? If you do, please email Brittany or Karen. Thanks for your time.